This is dedicated to Corrine Davis. She died February the 2nd, 2011. This is dedicated to Jarrell Nure Davis. He died December the 2nd, 2006. All right. I got skin in the game in this activism thing. Let me put my hat on because I'm bald-headed and I want everything to shine. I got skin in the game. All right. I was making a movie and a documentary about race and racism in America. I got locked up for it. It was about the war on drugs, N62528. Me and my mother came up with this idea back in 1986 because she wanted me to stop selling drugs. She wanted me to change my life. So I made my mother a promise. I also made my son a promise. All right. I promised him that the name Shorty was going to mean something. And it means something in Baltimore. I went from Waukegan's worst to Baltimore's best. So I came up with an idea to make a movie and a documentary. And it curtailed Governor O'Malley, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. It started with Richard Nixon and the Southern Strategy. Because like I said, I'm an activist from the 80s. I just been asleep for a while. But when y'all killed my son, you woke me up. Leave a sleeping dog lie. Because I'd have left y'all alone. But when you started destroying my life, I had to bring my activism back to the forefront. In 1986, I turned in guns and drugs to the police at the police station. The state of Maryland had a black logbook, and it had my client list in it. It had politicians, it had police officers, it had names, dates, and they also took $30,000 from my organization. My mother and me raised $30,000 before I got locked up, and the state took that money. So when I came back to town in 2007, it was to file a class action lawsuit and to retrieve the money that you took from me. I was found innocent of the 86 case. So that means that you're supposed to compensate me for my losses and return my property. You didn't do it. Instead of returning my property and compensate me for my losses, you called me a terrorist. Not once, but twice. And you use your police department, your politicians, and your media to do it. You use the Waukegan New Sun, Miss Leon. You use the Zion Police Department, the Waukegan Police Department, the Sheriff's Department, Judge Bridges, Judge Rossetti, Judge Hall, to shield the corruption behind the war on drugs. Plain and simple, I was just making a movie. Ain't no law against making a movie. Rob Fix was shooting letters to Zion. Everything that Rob Fix got is my intellectual property. So I was instructed to file a lawsuit. It's called intellectual property lawsuit. And I'm going to file it against the state. Sheila Roof has all this information. She got my whistleblower's application. That's a movie. Whistleblower. Letters to Zion is a movie. That's 2 movies. I got 14 movies in all. And the price of those movies is $130 million a movie. Setting up my intellectual wealth for my intellectual property. So we're going to start right here. That's Governor O'Malley. And that's the Get Shorty program. That's one movie. That's another movie. And it involves Governor O'Malley, Scott Shellenberger, and the money you make off the prison industry. That's another movie. I Am Martin Luther King. And that's The Art of Getting Money. I use your newspapers too, because the Waukegan New Sun and the Baltimore Sun participated in this. President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008, May of 2008. Nobody did the investigation. This right here is an email. All right. Contact Billy Murphy, Dwight Pettit. All right. I contacted Billy Murphy and Dwight Pettit. I contacted all these individuals. All right. That's from Texas. See the date, 2008, long before I got locked up. All right. So I don't want no misunderstandings. I'm getting ready to go to the Supreme Court because y'all kidnapped me. I am Dred Scott. 86 CF. That's the 86 case. The war on drugs. The 19th Judicial District. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. Section 3, disqualifications. All right. Like I said, I'm a jailhouse lawyer. And the NAACP got this. The ARCD got this. All right. This is a legal notice. Circuit Court of Baltimore, Circuit Court of Lake County, and Baltimore City. Because I own property in Baltimore County. I'm a Baltimore City resident, and I was kidnapped in Lake County, Illinois. And that's the case. That's Governor O'Malley. That's Governor Quinn. That's the Attorney General and Barack Obama. That's March 2011, because y'all locked me up again. That's Judge Pearson. That's Kiefer Mitchell. And that's C4. Clarence Mitchell celebrated. That's Judge Pearson. Clarence Mitchell Courthouse. 238 videos. Rob Fix. Alright? I gave that to you while I was locked up. Lawyers, Thomas Sanders, Clipper Mill. Alright? The right to property, due process, and equal protections by a grand jury. Letters from a Birmingham jail, just like Martin Luther King. Alright? That's Dick Gregory. I work for 85% of the richest people in the state. That's Kathleen Hughes, Roland Martin's boss. That's me. That's Jamie Lee Foster Brown from Sister to Sister magazine. I was making a movie about Baltimore, and Baltimore's politics and politicians. I'm a cook. I'm not the help. I'm the spook who sat by the door. And that's Governor O'Malley in parole and probation. See the date? 2009, 1402 Lochner. See that? That's Roland Martin, Chicago, Illinois. Like I said, Chicago and Maryland. See the date? See the date? 11 years I've been doing this. 13 years to be exact. Like I said, you kidnapped me from my mother, and this is a deck of cards because I was in Las Vegas. That's my mother's address right there. 701 West Jefferson. And I gave that deck of cards to T.J. Smith. And I gave T.J. Smith all this information. And T.J. Smith is on TV talking about crime and justice. Well, T.J. Smith, I was making a movie, and it's all about you. The movie's about GOP Carter, healthcare, ending corruption, criminal justice. GOP Carter got this in 2009. This is 2020, and you ain't did nothing. Jail reform. This is Nick Mosby, Marilyn Mosby. That's Thelma Branch. That's Kwesi Mfume. Like I said, that's President Obama. He asked for an investigation in May of 2008. That's Governor Hogan. He got this. Like I said, I'm making a movie about y'all, and I don't want nobody left out the loop. I don't want no misunderstandings. I was locked up in another state. That's my use of this card is non-transferable. You may be required to present this card to official photo ID upon request of approving authority. That means that my store should have been closed in 2008 when I was locked up because it was under my name. Nobody had a license to run that store. Carl Stokes knew that. Congressman Cummings knew that. Jack Young and Adrian Jones knew that. Nick Mosby and then Marilyn Mosby knew that. And Judge Bell knew that. We talking about money. The haves and the have-nots. And we talking about Jimmy Britton, because like I said, black businesses. Jimmy Britton is a front man for Classic Catering. He got the contracts, and Classic Catering put up the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you the money behind the machine. I'm showing you the politics and the politicians because I was making a movie about y'all. Now, you can go to Patrick Fitzgerald from the Department of Justice. He got this. Because I was kidnapped. That's my family. I was kidnapped. See that? That's Pastor Jerome Stevens, Senator Cardin's office, 2009. It's my birthday wish. December of 2009, long before I got locked up. That's the FBI. All right, we clear on this? That's Jane Weibel, Jane Miller, Mike Shue, Larry Lezer, Al Jazeera's Publishing, and the Baltimore FBI. See the date? 2009. That's me when I was locked up. Because like I said, we're going about your prison industry. I was kidnapped because I'm a whistleblower. That's President Obama, Department of Justice. And that's Secret Service, Mr. Bell. Because like I said, this ain't the first time I've been talking to y'all. Y'all been on my heels for the last 13 years. I'm a political prisoner living in exile in my own country. I can't get a job. I can't own property. I can't do a lot of things. But I can turn this camera on and off. I can show you that I'm selling this for film and television. Film and television. Bolingbrook Parkway. North Bethesda. Rob Fix Enterprise. That's Rob Fix. That's my producer. And we was making a movie about our government. Shorty's Voice. Facebook. Dwayne G. Davis. It's making a movie about Martin Luther King. Because he ain't here no more. But everybody want to claim that they participated in this and that. But you sitting here doing the same things he fought against. You keeping us oppressed. That's President Trump. Because like I said, I'm making a movie. Republicans and Democrats share this. That's July 2019. That's August 2019. That's President Trump. He didn't have this over a year. Like I said, racism don't work without black cooperation. All right? See that signature? August the 13th. 13 is my lucky number. It's my whistleblower submission. I'm ready to leave and give up my passport. Deport Shorty. Because like I said, I've been in City Hall. This documentary is about the politics and the politicians. It's about the money behind the machine. And I got it all on tape. Yeah, Mia Nichols, 1228, 42nd Street, 2009, December 2009, long before I got locked up. Labor Day. We leveled up in 2019. But Governor Hogan got this. He signed for this. All right. Brian Frost got this, and he won't act on this since 2016. Brian Frost is a Democrat, and he's using his position of power to shield the corruption in the Democratic Party. But he wanted to talk about the drug dealers and stuff that's going on. You didn't have this since 2006. You have knowledge of corruption. You have knowledge of everything that's been going on. That's the Get Shorty program. Brian Frost got this. That's my juror ID. Respectfully approach the grand jury under Senate Bill 374 as a private citizen to bring charges against Shellenberger. I'm a whistleblower and a filmmaker. I made the movie about Governor O'Malley and the Democratic Party. Get Shorty. The Maryland Black Caucus, the Legislative Black Caucus. Get Shorty. There it is right there. See the names? I don't want nobody left out the loop. Lisa Gladden, Anthony Muse, Jill Joan Carter Conway, Nathaniel McFadden, Adrian Jones. Adrian Jones had this since 2009. She's the Speaker of the House. That's Adrian Jones. See the people in there? I'm not lying, because the camera don't lie. Politicians lie. And I caught you with your hand in the cookie jar. Frank Conway Jr., Barbara Robinson. See Jill P. Carter? Right there. Jill P. Carter. Been knowing about this since 2009. The 13th of March. The 13th of March. That's Malcolm. That's the Murphy firm. All right, 2016. They don't want to represent me. This is Jill P. Carter, because she was part of the Civilian Review Board. Excessive force, abusive language, harassment, police imprisonment, and false arrest. I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped by the state. I'm a member of Out for Justice. And we did the all-night resource fair out in Cherry Hill. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a prisoner's right advocate. This is the NAACP. That's my store on Falls Road. We're talking about the federal prison and the federal prisons. That's President Obama, 2008, asking for an investigation. Please allow 30 or 60 days for the agency to investigate. That's Kerry Cagwa, Constituent Services. That's Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. So this is where we're going with this. You're getting ready to get a Supreme Court nominee, and we're going to take this case to the Supreme Court. We're going to take it to the Supreme Court, and we're going to have the Department of Justice, the Secret Service, and President Obama bring that information. Chief Justice Robert, this is a follow-up letter enclosed to the letter dated 2010 elections. I'm a whistleblower. I blew the whistle in 2013 on Governor O'Malley. I blew the whistle on Governor O'Malley. I blew it on Congressman Cummings. I blew it on Jack Young and Adrian Jones. I blew it on Nick Mosby and Marilyn Mosby. I blew it on Judge Bell. Y'all make a lot of money off of black bodies, and I put it all on film. And anything that I say, I can prove. It's in the courts. It's in the records. It's right here at the state prosecutor's office since 2000 what? It's right here at Johnny Oleski's office. It's at Marilyn Mosby's office since 2016. So President Trump got it. Scott Shellenberger got it. It's all about you. Book, movie, and lawsuit. Racism in the Democratic Party. The new face of old Jim Crow.